You're still watching Midday Live. To one of our headline stories, the National Identification Authority will from Saturday, March 22, 2014, be working on Saturdays. The authority says people who registered during the mass registration in the Greater Accra region and those who registered at the head office have their cards ready for collection. So to talk about this very release that has come out, I do have the PR of the National Identification Authority, Becca Chaplin. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good to see you here again. I'm doing very well.
Yeah, okay.
Now, you did state in your release that it's for the Greater Accra region alone.
Yes.
And when you talk about mass registration, where exactly are you talking about?
We did register in the Greater Accra region from November 2009 to February 2010. People who participated in any part of the region during that period are those that we are targeting. We have given cards to some groups of people already. Indeed, apart from the Dangbe East, Dangbe West, we have gone back to all the communities to distribute the cards. Unfortunately, some people did not turn up to collect their cards. We are giving such persons the opportunity to pick their cards. Some persons also registered at the head office. We are saying those who registered before March 2012, 2013, last year, they should come and pick their cards, because we've not been able to produce cards since that time. If you registered after March last year and you come to the office right now, your card is not ready, so they should not come. But all other persons who registered in Greater Accra during the mass registration and before March last year, they should come for their cards if they've not done so. Okay,
so within the time frame you've just given, how many cards are you distributing?
We have a lot of cards. Maybe we have close to 1 million cards there occupying our warehouse. We have persons on standby who come to work from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Any number of people who report, we will serve them. We will start this Saturday and see how the response is. If we need to increase the numbers based on the response, we will increase the numbers of people who will be appearing to pick their ID cards.
And is it just for Saturdays, or they can come during the weekdays?
During the weekdays, we have been distributing cards since we completed the mass distribution at the head office. Anybody who walked in on a daily basis is able to pick their cards. Unfortunately, some persons complain that they go to work and they don't have the opportunity to come to our office during weekdays to pick the cards. It is based on the feedback we got from the public that we want to extend our work to Saturday so that such persons can have access to the Akana card.
So it means that aside the Saturdays for the Greater Accra region, anyone at all from any other?
Any day of the week, you can walk in and pick your card. And in addition to the Saturday we are adding.
And how about the other regions? Do they come to
No,
or
the other regions, anybody listening to us anywhere, we are distributing cards only in Greater Accra because their cards are ready. We printed cards for some parts of Ashanti region. They are not sorted. So anybody who comes from Ashanti region to Accra cannot get their card because it's not sorted. We don't know where your card is located. We've sorted cards for Greater Accra. That is why we are distributing their cards. And because these are all cards we've returned from the field, people did not pick them up. We want people to pick the cards up because very soon, if you don't have the card, you may not be able to access certain services. We know we are not enforcing the law because we are not national. If I say not national, we haven't distributed cards across the entire country. We're working seriously towards that. I did mention in this studio earlier this year that we are working towards instant issuance of ID cards to Ghanaians. We were hoping we could start in March, but the approval processes from government and then the technical processes have not concluded. We're shifting our poll to the middle of the year forward. We're hopeful that we would have concluded all of these processes so that we can start the instant issuance to Ghanaians. It has issues. It has a lot of things that we will be educating the public on. The instant will mean that you pay some fees for it. The regular will mean that you have to wait and get it during processes like we are doing right now. So we need the Ghanaian to understand that if you are asked to pay, for instance, for a card, it is because you are paying for the service to deliver that card to you, but not because you are charged. Government is not charging anybody for first issuance of Ghana card.
That's the instant?
Yes, the instant one.
But this one is free?
Yes, this one is free. Okay. If you just registered, we process and then we give it to you. It's free. But when it gets to that, discussions are still going on. Government is committed. They're looking at how to get some subsidy for us or other ways of supporting us so that we continue to deliver cards free to Ghanaians. But if there's a need for the instant one, people have to pay for it, and it's an instant service for you. As the foreign nationals are paying, they're paying $120. We know we are not going to charge anything close to that. The government will still be able to subsidize that process for Ghanaians.
Now, you did touch on, I asked you early on about how long this would take, and you said you were monitoring. Does it mean that you can tell us exactly when this process will end?
No, it's not going to end. We work on a daily basis.
That's the Saturday?
The Saturday ones. We work on a daily basis. So we have taken the feedback from the public and want to extend service to them, make it possible for them. So as long as people continue to come to the office to pick their cars on Saturday, we will maintain the Saturday service until people stop patronizing it.
Now, before I let you go, the Minister of Communications did mention on the SIM rerun, that's a SIM registration, that will be fully implemented and run by the national identification cards. And here's a process where cards haven't been distributed totally nationally. So what happens to that?
Yes, we are considering all these as part of the instant issuance. I want to say that we have a private partner. Indeed, national identification is the first public-private partnership that has taken place under the PPP policy, and our private partners are willing to go the extra mile with us. We're seeking approval for the expansion of that agreement or contract so that we use that to do the instant issuance. We'll be using it to do many things as the SIM card registration. But
won't it delay the directive given by the minister?
No, people do not have now the card right now on the old system. But this one, if it starts, we're going to start doing the instant issuance. Indeed, we're talking with the telcos, the National Communication Authority, and other institutions like the banks, where we will be doing registration. And so we tie all of these together so that people instantly get the card. As I said, by June, we are hoping that all of these discussions and processes will conclude, so that early the second half of the year we can go into the field and start issuing instant cards to people who do your SIM card registration. It is tied into your registration as an individual, your personal, your biometric data, everything linked to your SIM card.
Are you confident that by June?
When do you? Yes, this has been going on for a while now, and as I said, we were thinking about March, but we need to shift the polls again. We are very confident the second part of this year we'll see a lot of action from NIA.
All right, she says we'll see a lot of action from NIA. She's Betta Jeble, PRO of that institution, and we're looking at the distribution of cards for persons in the Greater Accra region.